What's going on, trappers? This is Tommy Egan. Welcome back to J Will Trap TV. If you want to help me take over Chicago, make sure to hit that like, hit that subscribe, and pull the notification bell.
So you know when we go live or make a new video. Yo, we are back for season 2 of Power Book 4 Force. This episode is called Tommy's Back. Let's jump right in. Let's go. So we start this episode off with Tommy, and he's reminiscing about Liliana's death. He has a spilled bowl of Lucky Charms, and he's over here drinking. He starts having flashbacks and visions of her, and she says that she wants her death back in blood. She says it's been 2 days since the last finale, and she wants to know why he hasn't gone after the Flynns yet. Tommy promises to make them suffer. Well, you guys know how Tommy is when he gets mad, and next thing you know, we see him on a rampage. He's going after one of Flynn's men. He bursts into his apartment, and he puts a knife to this dude's face. He gives him a scar just like Liliana, and he wants to know where the Flynns are holed up at. He wants to know who killed Liliana too. He finds out that Walter's gonna be at Claudia's house the following day, and Tommy kills this guy and he moves on. So we drop a body less than 5 minutes into the episode. That's what I'm talking about. We go over to D-Mac, JP, and Tommy's mom, and it looks like she's about to be a season regular. She's getting along pretty well with D-Mac, and Tommy, he's over here talking to JP. Looks like he's moved them into a safe house. He says that, people are coming after him, but he has people watching this house and that they should be safe. Tommy talks to his mom, and he tries to give her some coke. She gives it back and says that she is trying to go clean. So Tommy's mom is clean. That's interesting. Tommy gets a call, and we end the scene. So we go over to the cops now. We got the good old cops, and we have Stacey Abrams. So she's a new addition to the show. She came over from The Chi. You guys might know her as Dre. And it turns out the cops know that CBI is split. They don't know the whole story, but they know that CBI is split. And they also know that the Flynn family is having some internal issues and that Vic and Claudia have not visited Walter's house. So the cops, they also have pictures of Tommy, and they say that he is conscious of their surveillance and it's hard for them to ID him. Stacey doesn't want to hear this answer, and she tells them to identify him by the end of the week. She says she needs her money by Monday. We switch over to Tommy, and he's shadowing a CBI meeting that Diamond's running. Diamond's pretty much telling the CBI crew that they don't fuck with Jenard anymore, and he lays out the territory. Meanwhile, we see it from Jenard's perspective, and he's telling them the same thing. He's saying that they don't fuck with Diamond anymore, and pretty much to shoot any of their men that they see them on site if they're on their block. So I'm over here chilling, and I'm like, God damn, we got a real gang war going on. Okay, this season sounds crazy. We can get some real gang going on. Real gang shit. I'm like, oh, shit. So one of the goons, he's not happy with the lines that Diamond defined for their territory. And then he starts wondering about, Tommy, who's supposed to be Casper the Friendly Ghost.
Hi, I'm Casper.
And he wants to know why Tommy's working with these dudes, why Diamond's taking orders from Tommy, and Diamond tells him that Tommy is his partner. Tommy pulls up with the bag of weight, and he tells them that he's going to provide the drugs to them at a lower price and that it's going to be higher quality. So once the goons hear this, they're happy and they all take their drugs, but there's still a few holdouts, and they're asking Diamond again why he's taking orders from Tommy. And Diamond says that if they don't like it, that they can leave. So this dude is Chewy. He ends up taking the weight, but he gives Tommy a hard time. Tommy ends up giving him the weight for free, even though he doesn't have money to pick it up. Diamond says that Chewy will eventually fall in line. So we switch back to Jenard, and we find out that Jenard, he is low on cash and he's low on weight. And he's also worried that he's not going to be able to pay Miguel's crew. And we're going to meet Miguel later on, so stay tuned. We switch back to Tommy and Diamond, and Tommy is telling Diamond that he wants to go after the Flynns. And Diamond's like, hey, hold on, homeboy. You can't be making no moves without telling me. And Tommy's like, yo, you're either with me or you're not with me on this. And Diamond's like, yo, you got to slow your roll. I got to deal with a lot of business shit. I got a new parole officer, and he has to meet with the Connect. Tommy says that he wants to go with Diamond to meet the Connect. But Diamond's like, yo, this Connect dude, he don't know you, and it might not be a good idea. But Tommy says if they're gonna be partners, then he has to come. As we're ending the scene, Diamond gets a text from Adrian. Remember, she's the reporter from last season that he was smashing. She says that she doesn't want to be in this game and that she wants to end the relationship with him. This fool Diamond look at the text message like, bye, bitch. So we switch to Walter, and he's meeting with Brendan Doyle. This guy, he's the big boss from Dublin. Now, if you guys don't know how the Irish mob works, basically, all their operations come out of Dublin. These dudes in Dublin, they are the original Irish mobsters, and they run everything. So they all answer back to the UK. If you remember last season, Flynn requested from Dublin those 4 horsemen dudes that were supposed to come out and take out Tommy, but instead they got taken out. So now that all those dudes are dead, those are high-ranking officials inside the Irish mob, and now that they're dead, this dude is here yo, you gotta pay for their deaths. And Flynn's down to pay this number. Flynn's down to pay this price because he wants to pay this price so they don't retaliate against him and his family. But this dude drops a big number that Flynn might not be able to pay. We switch over to Vic, and he's still upset. because remember in the last season, he found out that Walter had something to do with Gloria's death. So he's drinking and he isn't answering Walter's calls. And he's meeting with this new parole officer, and this guy's a straight arrow. He pretty much makes it clear to Diamond that he knows that his last parole officer was on his payroll and that he's fully gonna enforce the terms of his parole, which means that he's gonna make surprise visits and that if he catches him doing any criminal activity, that he's gonna provoke his parole immediately. We go to Tommy, and Tommy's outside of Claudia's building. He is trying to get a shot on Walter. Walter walks in, doesn't see Tommy, but Tommy is not able to get a clean shot. And Tommy, I don't even know if he was using a silencer, but Tommy, what the hell were you thinking just now? Tommy down here in a magnificent mile in the middle of daylight in Chicago trying to shoot somebody. What are you doing, Tommy? So Flynn goes up and he meets with Vic and Claudia, and they are not happy to see him. Flynn tells them they can come out of hiding because he talked to the guys in Dublin and there's not gonna be any retaliation against them. Claudia is worried that Tommy is gonna come back for revenge because he's gonna find out that she was the one who shot Liliana. Walter says they just need to kill Tommy first, and Claudia is down. Walter then says they all need to be united and that they need to answer his phone calls. He takes off and Vic still doesn't trust him. Claudia suggests that they make Vic think that they trust him and that they are all united. She says that she wants to get Dahlia running again, and then she proposes to Vic that they become 50-50 partners. Vic says they can become 50-50 partners as long as there's trust, and she tells him everything and doesn't keep him out the loop. She says deal, and they start their organization together. We go to Tommy and JP, and turns out JP's still trying to be in the game, asking Tommy, what can he do? Can he do anything on the low? Can he do anything on the side? And Tommy's like, no, didn't you just see your son get shot? What you trying to do, man? Tommy takes him into a building, and it turns out it is a new bar that he purchased for JP, and he wants him to run it as a family business, and he makes him the owner. JP doesn't want to take it as a handout, but Tommy says that he owes it to him because D-Mac got shot on his watch, and this is him paying him back for that mistake. Tommy gets a text from Diamond, and we end the scene. In the middle of this scene, we see that the cops are outside and they are collecting a fingerprint sample from Tommy's car. So now they're gonna be able to identify Tommy. We go to Claudia, and she's meeting with the Dahlia, Dr. Lauren, and she's pretty much like, yo, I need you to start this business up. And Lauren's like, no, I just wanna give you the formula, and I just wanna go. I don't want anything to do with this. I can't be in the game. This shit was too crazy. Y'all was following me on dates and shit, and I don't wanna do this shit no more. And Claudia's like, look, bitch. And Claudia, she tried to, I think Claudia thought she was rock. Claudia thought she was rock. You see how she got up in her face and told her that she owned her and that she didn't do this shit, that she was gonna die? Look at this girl, she thinks she rock. She been watching too much Raising Kanan. We go to Jenard, and he's out on the block, and he's trying to meet with Chewy. This is the dude that was tripping on Tommy earlier when Diamond was meeting with the whole CBI gang. Jenard pretty much goes up to him and he tries to buy him out. He says, yo, I will give you your bricks $500 lower than what Tommy and Diamond are giving them to you, and I'll let you keep 10% more off the top. So Chewy like, yeah, okay, you can do 26 a brick, and you can see, look at this, you can see that this nigga Jenard was like, damn, he over here doing it for 31 a brick? So Chewy agrees to work with Jenard, and Jenard tried to play basketball for a second, but he get out there quick because he like, man, I gotta go get some money. I gotta go get some weight. Look at this dude. So we go to Jenard meeting Miguel, and we're finally meeting Miguel. This is the dude from the trailer. You know, the dude who's over there busting dudes' hands off, over there slapping dudes with poles and shit. So yeah, he's in here, and he comes in. We see the scene where he's in there torturing the dude. He comes out, and Jenard tells him that he's gonna be light on the re-up. So this dude Miguel takes the money, but he like, yo, I'm gonna need my money by Friday. Jenard trying to tell him next week. He's like, no, I'm gonna need my money by Friday, or you gonna be like homeboy and they're screaming. So this dude come off already pit bull. I like the way he's coming off already. This dude don't play. I like the introduction of this character. So on the way out, Jenard gets a call from Mirkovic, the Serbian, but he ignores the call. So this fool Jenard is dodging it. This fool Jenard having a bad day. He goes to Claudia and he tries to partner with her, but remember, she already started partnering with Vic. So she's like, oh, I don't need to partner with you. And this dude's like, oh, you know you missing out. But this dude is desperate. He going over here to Claudia now, come on. So now we switch to Tommy and Diamond going to meet with Miguel. And Tommy and Diamond pull up, and Miguel's people already start pressing Tommy, and Miguel comes out and he de-escalates the situation. Miguel isn't happy to see Tommy there, but he does bring him in. But as they are coming in, you see Miguel communicating with his men in Spanish, telling them to go watch the perimeter and get up on the roofs and make sure that nothing crazy happens. So this dude is smart. He moving smart. I'm telling you, we haven't seen somebody like this, somebody move like this in power in a long time. So Diamond and Tommy get in, and Miguel asks Diamond if he's gonna be light like his brother. And so pretty much Diamond finds out that, Jenard running around here don't got no money. And number two, Diamond's like, yo, no, I got my cash flows good, we straight. He also tells Miguel that he doesn't fuck with Jenard anymore. And Miguel's like, yo, you guys can kill each other, just don't be fucking with my money. And the next thing you know, Tommy, he interrupts this conversation, he pulls out the bag, and he's like, yeah, we want double the product. So he just trying to squash that. But Miguel, he didn't take that well, you know, he didn't just, you know, jump on that. You know, he was like, yo, I'm talking to Diamond right now, you can wait in the back. So he checked Tommy. He just checked Tommy, and Tommy couldn't do shit. Tommy's like, okay, well, where's the back? Yeah, so he had to be funny on that part. All right, now, before we keep going, click on that like button. Yeah, I'm talking to you. Yeah, you. Yeah, come on, it's a free channel. It's a free channel. Don't worry. Support a black business. Okay, thank you. All right. So Tommy, he gets taken to the back, and we see him meet Maria for the first time. He tries talking to her, but she doesn't want to talk to him, and she calls him Aguero. So we go back to Diamond. He's talking with Miguel, and he tells Miguel that nothing's going to pop off with Tommy, and they're going to keep things chill. Miguel tells him that they're beefing with the Serbians. Diamond goes to the back to get Tommy, and he sees him flirting with Maria. Maria leaves, and Diamond tells Tommy that she is off limits and that a lot of dudes have died trying to flirt with her, so be careful. Tommy says that he's about his paper, and he ain't worried about no pussy. So we go to Jenard at the boxing gym, and he's collecting cash from the new cast member, Shanti. She says that she's rolling with him and that she is not rolling with Diamond. Seems like there's some attraction here. We'll have to wait and see. Go back to Maria and Miguel, and it turns out that he is a diabetic and he takes insulin shots. So we see a little scene with them talking, but I think the point here is they want to show us that he's a diabetic. I'm not sure how that's going to feed into the season later, but it should be interesting. We go to Diamond and Tommy planning, and Tommy's talking about his vision of being the kingpin and taking over Chicago. He's saying that he doesn't want to pick up from Miguel. He's saying that he wants to be the connect and he wants to go straight to the cartel. Diamond's like, bro, you gotta slow your roll. That's just not how shit works. And then Diamond gets a text about Claudia getting Dahlia back online, and he tells Tommy that this is not good for their operation. Tommy says that he'll take care of it, and he starts to call JP. Next thing you know, we see Vic calling Claudia, and he's telling her that the Dahlia formula is linked online, and that pretty much is worthless now. So I'm thinking, did Tommy call JP, and did JP link the formula? Because remember, he was learning how to do it last season. So now we switch to Tommy, and he's talking to D-Mac, and D-Mac is telling him he has a way to make money using social media on his phone selling drugs. So Tommy doesn't believe it at first, but then D-Mac shows him, and Tommy's interested. And he tells D-Mac that he's fine with him doing it as long as he stays in the house. We switch to Claudia, and she's going back to the lab. She's going in there to confront Dr. Lauren. She thinks that she leaked the Dahlia formula so she can get out of working for Claudia. Lauren begs for her life. She begs for her life, says that she has no idea what Claudia is talking about, but Claudia's pissed, and she pulls the trigger. She gets the first semi-major body of the season. We got Claudia coming in for the kill. So now we switch outside, and we see that, you know, that clip with Tommy. He's over here flirting with Maria. Remember, she's waiting for the bus, and he's talking to her. He's asking her why she doesn't have a car and why her brother doesn't buy her a car. And she says that she doesn't want a car bought with drug money. She also tells him that he can stop being a nice guy because that she's never gonna be able to get with him, and that she doesn't fuck with people who try to do business with her brother. And she also tells Tommy that he might die soon if he isn't careful. The bus picks her up and she takes off, and Tommy gets another text from Diamond. So Tommy meets up with Diamond on the block, and they're out here talking, and the next thing you know, the Serbs pull up. Mirkovic hops out and he tells Tommy that this is their territory and that Jenard gave it to him. Tommy says that's bullshit and he holds it down.
Tell your men to vacate. Ain't nobody going nowhere. This our block. These are our corners. You gonna come for us? We ready for you. And you owe me, motherfucker. How much I paid you for protection?
After Tommy tells Mirkovic off, you can see the niggas are in the back like, damn, this nigga really held the block down. He can say that shit louder. He gets a call from JP, and it turns out that they are at the hospital because Darnell's wound has gotten infected. Tommy rushes to the hospital, and there's a lot of people up in here, and it looks like Darnell's not gonna be able to get any help, but he's in bad condition. So Tommy runs up to the front desk, and next thing you know, Maria is there. She helps Tommy and Cruz skip the line, and D-Mac is able to get good help. Switch over to Jenard, and he is over here getting beat up by the Serbians. Mirkovic is punching him in the stomach, choking him, telling him that he's supposed to get that territory, telling him that he's supposed to kill Tommy, and that he hasn't delivered him the things that he's promised. Jenard says that he needs more time to fix things, and he's gonna take care of shit. Mirkovic tells him that he will kill him if he doesn't get the territory back. We switch back to Tommy, and it looks like Maria has gotten them into a room, and D-Mac is gonna be okay. Tommy's thankful to Maria, and she's thankful to help them too, and she leaves, and we see that she is dating a surgeon in the hospital. He over here smashing the pancakes. I'm like, goddamn. But guess what? Guess what, Tommy? He's a white dude, so we got a chance. We just gotta get in here, you know what I'm saying? You already took Vic's girl. You can take this dude's girl too. Don't worry. So then we switch to a scene where Diamond's meeting with Tommy. He's telling Tommy that Chewie flipped on him and he's working for Jenard. Tommy says this is unacceptable. He gets pissed off. But Tommy about to do something. Tommy about to take action. We switch to Jenard. He's at home alone. He hears a knock on the door and he grabs the strap. Now, Jenard, as you guys have seen, he's been having a bad day. Anybody can be here to come kill this dude. He opens the door and it is Shanti. Turns out she is here to try to give him some money because she heard that he's in trouble. Dang, man, word on the street. Everybody know about your ass in trouble. Everybody know you need some bread. So he's like, yo, I don't need some money. But he says that he wants her. And next thing you know, she gives him the goods. So, okay, Shanti came in. Hey, show my boy some mercy because he needed something. He was having a terrible day. So we go to Claudia and she tells Vic that she killed Lauren the doctor. Vic is pissed. He's like, yo, why are you making moves without me? Why didn't you tell me anything? I thought we were supposed to be 50-50. You know what? It's over. Fuck it, I don't want to work with you no more. So that shit was over in one episode. He walks out and he says he's done. So I'm like, damn, okay, well, where the hell is this shit gonna go? We switch to Walter and Paulie's over here telling Walter that, hey, whatever that big ass number that he gave you, you do not have enough money to pay it. Walter's like, what? We have to have enough money. He's like, no, we don't have enough money. So Walter's like, okay, this fool gave me a big number because he knows I don't have the money. So guess what? We're gonna have to go to war. So it looks like Walter, you know, he's not gonna be able to focus on Tommy if he gotta go to war with Dublin, because these dudes, they gonna come heavy. We switch over to the cops and Stacy's team has identified Tommy. They know who he is. They know that he faked his death in New York, and they know that he's highly capable and very smart, and that it's gonna be hard to catch him. They say that if they can bring him down, they can bring down the Flynns and CBI, so they wanna focus their investigation on him, and they're gonna get a task force. Oh my God. We just can't have a power season without a task force, okay? So here we go, we got another task force. Here we go. I hope you guys aren't like Jenny. Don't fuck up like Jenny did, all right? So now we switch scenes and we see Tommy, he's walking up, he's in that all black. Got the hood up, got his hands in his pocket. That's never a good sign with this man. He walks up on Chewie and he asks Chewie if they got a problem. And Chewie say, yo, I work for Jenard now. You need to stay off my block. Tommy's like, okay. And then next thing you know, Chewie trying to pull out that strap. My boy Tommy is way faster. Pulls it out, kills him, hits him with those shots, bro. He hits the ground. And that's the end of the episode. And I think that was, that was a good start. You know, like I'm gonna go on a limb. I don't know what everybody else is gonna think, what everybody else is gonna say. But I'm gonna say I enjoyed it. I thought it was cool. We got a lot of different storylines going on. Things can go either way. We got Tommy working with CBI now, okay? They're moving weight, they're moving drugs. He's working with Miguel. This Miguel dude is interesting. You know what I'm saying? This dude's dangerous. This motherfucker don't play about the money. He's already on Jenard's neck. This dude Jenard, he's over here, he's fucking up. He owes money, he can't move weight, he can't support the gang that he's trying to run. How is he gonna be viable against Diamond? Diamond, he's over here making smart moves, but he also is being followed by parole. So Tommy's gonna have to help this dude at some point with that parole officer. Your boy Tommy, I think the only thing ahead of him is he's trying to get with Maria and he's trying to take care of his family. But little does he know, the Flynns might be moving in against him. I don't know what Vic is doing. I don't know how Vic is feeling about Tommy right now, but I know Walter definitely is zooming in, even though that he has to worry about these Irish mobsters coming from Dublin. So we'll see. I really liked that episode. I thought it was a good start to the season. I wish we got a two-parter to kind of see like what the next step was. But we got a body in there. We seen, you know, the doctor get killed. You know, it was sad to see her get killed, even though, you know, she didn't do anything. She didn't do anything, but she was getting punked, you know, since the first season on this shit. And she was just really an innocent bystander, bro. Just got killed for being smart. Got killed for being the smart woman in the lab, making a cutting edge drug, and now she's dead. So I feel bad for her. You know, Chewie had it coming. We knew that we knew he was gonna die when we seen him tripping inside the clip they showed. So that's how it goes, man. I like Tommy though. Hey, you know, I think he was a little too gangster out there on the block with the Serbians, bro. I think he pushed it a little too hard out there, but it was that was probably for me like the goofiest part is seeing Tommy come out on the block. Nigga, this ours, nigga. All that nigga need to say was nigga. It would have been like, hold on, Tommy, shit, what are you doing, bro? So other than that though, I enjoyed the episode. I'll see you guys next week. Peace.